Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Yue Eats. I'm Yue, and today I am here to review a buffet chain that many of you guys have recommended for a long time now. It's just been kind of hard to make it happen because there aren't really any near me, but luckily there is one in the Bronx. Interestingly, there aren't any in New Jersey at all, but there's one in the Bronx, so we're here to review Golden Corral. Yeah, Golden Corral is probably the biggest buffet chain in America now. Correct me if I'm mistaken about that. Maybe there's like one of those Chinese buffet chains that might technically be bigger. Who remembers Old Country Buffet? RIP, right? Golden Corral, I could be mistaken. I think it's originally from the South, and they have lots of locations now around the whole US and maybe Canada too, and they say it's supposed to be pretty good. You know, it's affordable, good bang for your buck, and pretty good stuff, that's what they say. And I think I hear that some of their grill items are good, particularly their steaks, and you guys know how much I like steaks, so. Anyways, starving, it took a while to get up here from New Jersey, so let's check it out. All right, guys, so we are now inside of Golden Corral, and this place has been on my radar for a while. It's been on my list for a really, really long time, and it's kind of exciting to be in here. I would imagine that other locations are bigger. Here in the Bronx, it's still New York City, so real estate might not be as cheap as in other parts of the country, so I feel like this is probably one of the smaller Golden Corral locations. Let me know if the one near you, if there's one near you, is bigger. But it's a really nice space, really family-friendly environment, really well lit. That's good for me as a content creator to have good lighting, but I also like when restaurants are well lit because, it just feels more like homely that way, more, I'm not really a big fan of mood lighting necessarily, although some people like the romantic vibe. And yeah, in general, it just seems like a great place for, especially for families, but really for people of all ages, I think. And yeah, like I said, I think this place is from the South originally, and they're really playing up their Southern hospitality on some of their messaging on the walls to really stress that, good old Southern values. So I do want to keep in mind, though, that they ask what drinks you want, but unfortunately, it's a bit of a bummer, but no, I do want to say one thing, that the prices here are really, really affordable. For lunch, it's even only $13 or around that much. For dinner, it's a little bit more, it's 21 bucks, but I'm here for dinner because I hear that for dinner they have better options. They have their steak, which I hear good things about. I hear they just have better selections. So really, really affordable, and honestly, I love me a good buffet. I went all the way to Vegas to eat at the fancy buffets there, and even paying like 70, 80 bucks for a buffet, and you know what, 20 bucks, 21 bucks sounds a-okay to me. I do want to clarify though that unfortunately that price does not include the drink. The drink is actually like $3 or $3.50, so 21 bucks all you can eat. It is not all you can drink, it seems, so is what it is. But you guys may know me, I love orange soda. Orange soda is like my go-to, like 90% of the time. This is what I get whenever I get soda. So we drove all the way out here to the Bronx, so I think I deserve a treat. Tina deserves a treat too with a pink lemonade. So, oh yeah, my final meal, no matter what the meal is, the drink will be orange soda with a ton of ice no matter what. So, doesn't get more clutch than that, but let's get some food. All right, guys, so we're back with our first plate, and unfortunately, we fell victim to the buffet plate. Buffet plates are their own size. They're designed to be smaller so you don't take as much food, so you get up more, and I think psychologically it makes you take less food, and also it just makes you eat slower as well. Like, it makes you feel like you're eating a lot when you're not necessarily eating a lot. Sorry, guys, I have a slight cold, but, you know, the show must go on. But anyways, I just want to show you the plate we have, and the food looks wonderful. We got a good old clutch first plate of Southern staples, you know, fried chicken. Actually, this specifically is honey fried chicken. I saw the regular fried chicken, but I figured if they have honey fried chicken, I can't not get that. So I figured we'd try that. Just look at the incredible glisten of that delicious sweet fried chicken skin. I know they say that like at buffets you shouldn't get too many starches. You don't want to fill up on starches, but I used to be all about that, like these buffet rules. Like, hey, you go to a buffet, you should get your money's worth. Like, just only eat prime rib and like lobster the whole time. But I now feel differently. I feel like, you know, you should eat balanced meals, and I think health above all else. And after all, the buffet needs to make a living too. But anyways, that being said, I got a yeast roll because I saw one lady come and literally take 3 of these, so they must be good. So got one of these, and Tina and I make a cornbread at home sometimes. So yeah, I got one. I figured I'd at least take a bite of it just to see their take on cornbread. These barbecue ribs are piping hot. Like, I saw them putting them out like completely fresh from the grill, piping hot, so I couldn't say no to this. And then of course, mashed potatoes and gravy. And guys, not even just a cheap buffet, this is looking like objectively a decent buffet. Like, I can't believe this is 20 bucks. I feel like some places would charge like 30 bucks for this and you would be happy with it. Let's try the rib, because the rib is piping hot from the grill. So let's give this barbecue rib a try. Definitely not the best ribs I've had, but they're really good. You can't really compare this to like any smokehouse ribs. They're kind of more like oven baked ribs, I would say. They're not exactly those like ribs that are smoked for hours and hours until they get like so tender, like just requiring like a slight tug to come off the bone. They're not really smoked, but they're delicious. I mean, first and foremost, this barbecue sauce is delicious. Like, a lot of times barbecue sauce is way too sweet. This sauce is not too sweet at all. It's pretty well balanced. And the seasoning of the rib is also nice. I don't know if you can sort of see the seasoning on the outside, but well seasoned as well. And the rib itself, like the meat on the inside, it's not dry. Like, I've kind of had like these more non-smoked ribs, like whether they're like oven baked or whatnot. Like, oftentimes this style of rib, I've gotten them where they're really like dried out on the inside and unpleasant. But no, this is still very, very juicy. Very juicy and moist, and honestly, guys, very, very good. I mean, not exactly like a high-quality Southern barbecue rib, but a very good quality rib at a buffet for sure. So, totally satisfactory for a buffet for sure. Let's move on to the other temperature-sensitive item. Next up, honey fried chicken, and hopefully it tastes half as good as it looks. Sorry guys, this might be one of my more messy videos, so apologies. You know, the flavor of that is wonderful, like the honey flavor, but I think what makes the taste great is unfortunately the downfall of its texture. The chicken on the inside is still it's still moist, it's not dried out at all, and the sweet honey coating on the fried chicken, it's sweet and sticky and wonderful. But unfortunately, as much as I like the flavor of this, it's just completely made the skin, as you can see, not crispy. Like, it's made it more soft, and I feel like the best part about fried chicken is the crunchy skin on the outside. But now the skin is soft, you know, almost a little rubbery, and that kind of makes it, that kind of is the downfall of this, I think. But the flavor is great, so maybe I'll go back later for the standard fried chicken. But now let's try the yeast roll, which got some barbecue sauce and stuff on it, but let's try it. You know, I dig this. It kind of reminds me of a less good version of the Texas Roadhouse rolls. It's really puffy and airy and buttery, and the texture kind of reminds me of a Chinese roll called a mantou, only it's buttery. Like the Chinese version of that is not buttery at all. It's actually rather flavorless, not in the bad way, but tends to be combined with other dishes. This is like a buttery version of that. Still, as good as this is, I wouldn't say it's quite as good as the Texas Roadhouse ones, which are so incredibly good. Those rolls at Roadhouse where you could eat like 3 of them. So the lady who took 3 of these, I don't think that's a good strategy here. I think you should eat less of this and fill up on more of the delicious proteins and whatnot. So yeah, I take back what I said earlier. So with that being said, let's try a cornbread. Really, really good homemade flavor. I mean, it just looks homemade. Typical homemade cast iron baked cornbread. It looks actually almost just like the cornbread that Tina and I make at home. And it tastes sort of similar too. That cornmeal has great flavor, nice and crumbly in a good way. Not too dense, a little bit airy. And also this crust on top has got some nice flavor too, like a little bit sweet and like ever so slightly crispy, while also being soft and pliable. So solid cornbread. And last on this plate, let's try the mashed potatoes with gravy. The mashed potatoes taste good. I think the gravy, I almost prefer the mashed potatoes on their own without the gravy. Like on their own, these mashed potatoes are just so fluffy, but a little bit dense too. Like they just have amazing texture. They're well seasoned too. They're not bland. They're not too salty, not too buttery. Like they're just so perfectly balanced. The gravy is good too, but the gravy is almost too savory, I think. And I know I probably added too much of the gravy, but still, if you must add it, only add a tiny drop. Don't do what I did. Or better yet, if you eat the mashed potatoes on their own, the texture and the fluffiness and the perfect balance of the butter and the sour cream and seasoning is just wonderful. I guess speaking of seasoning, I guess maybe they could use a little bit of seasoning, maybe a little bit of black pepper or something, but really, really, really good. Let's get more food. All right, guys, we got our second plate here, and it turns out they do have steak. I was afraid they didn't have steak, but it turns out they do have it. You just have to ask for it. Let me show you. I suspect there might have been some language barrier. I think there was some confusion, so I asked for a medium rare steak. Not sure if it's going to be exactly what I asked for. Like I said, I think there was some language barrier, but yeah, it looks delicious, and they unfortunately he plopped it right on top because I was confused. I wasn't really expecting it, so I got a second plate. So we'll move it to the second plate just because that'll probably look better for the thumbnail. So let's just move it over real quick. All right, so this is the Golden Corral steak, and yeah, it got grill marks across the whole thing, and it's a very thin steak. So even without the language barrier, such a thin steak, I highly doubt this is going to be medium rare. It can probably only be well done, if not medium well at this point, but it's okay. I mean, as long as it has a decent smoky flavor from the grill, I think I'll be okay with this, as long as it's not too dry. So, all right, let's just cut into this guy, I guess. Yeah, this is like a paper thin steak. I mean, it's so thin, it's almost like a sheet of cardboard paper or something, but let's see how the taste is. Yeah, I mean, it's dry. It's so thin, there's no way they can retain any moisture cooking it, especially getting those grill marks. It's a pretty looking steak, I will say that, in terms of the grill marks. Very photogenic, good for the thumbnail, but let's now try this other steak they had on the menu. This is carne asada. So this one's looking definitely more juicy. So this one was not made to order. This one was just sitting out in a buffet tray. All right, looking like a well done, medium well, but all good. I guess when it comes to like a very approachable, chain buffet, they can't really do much better than a medium well because a lot of people are uncomfortable with pink meat. Actually, the flavor's not bad, but it's very, very dry. There was a piece of sinew there that like pretty much is unable to be chewed, so. But yeah, so it's pretty dry and parts of it are quite chewy, but yeah, I mean, the spices are good, the seasoning's good, so yeah, there's good flavor here. Just unfortunately, all the moisture was cooked out. And now let's try the tamale. I wonder if this is just a Bronx special. I wonder if all their Golden Corrals have tamales. If not, that's a shame because I love tamales. So maybe this is just a Bronx specific location one, but I call that a happy circumstance if you ask me. Okay, I like tamales and I've had good tamales. A good tamale, that is not, unfortunately. It may look more juicy, like the way it looks here, the color of it, and like the sauce they have on it makes it look juicier, but the meat on the inside is a little dry, unfortunately, and unfortunately, the filling inside, the masa is just, it's dry also, it's mealy, and it's bland, like it's under-seasoned, and yeah, unfortunately, guys, yeah, their southern staples were solid, but yeah, the steak in this, kind of a miss. Return to this restaurant's roots a bit and try the meatloaf, which is looking promising, at least from here. Honestly, if you just stick to like the American classic foods, you're gonna have a good time. Maybe stay away from like the more different things, including the steak. But if you just stick to like your southern classics, you're gonna enjoy it. The meatloaf also very good. I mean, it's not dry at all. It's like night and day from like the tamale filling and the other meats. It's moist on the inside, juicy. None of that moisture has been cooked out of it. It's loose enough. It's not packed too tight. The glaze on top, the sauce on top, probably like a ketchup-based glaze. Very good. Again, not too sweet, balanced, and I really, really like it. And this mac and cheese, unfortunately, the steak was plopped right on top of the mac and cheese, so it kind of like obscured the flavor a bit. But you know what? We're gonna get a brand new one just to review it fairly. So be right back. All right, we got a fresh mac and cheese, and let's give this a try. It's not bad. I think I've had better. I think they could take this up a notch. They can make it heavier and more cheesy. They're onto something great with this mac and cheese. It's got great texture, but I think the main thing is that it could just be cheesier. It could be heavier, maybe more butter, maybe more cheese, like just something just to take this flavor up a little bit more strongly. So yeah, I think the mac and cheese is pretty average, unfortunately. But okay, so I think round two maybe was a little bit more hit or miss than round one. But we definitely saw a lot of good stuff in round one, so let's get dessert before we round this out. All right, so this is an apple pie. They had some good stuff for dessert, but you know, I really couldn't resist this apple pie. I love the lattice pattern they had on top. So apple pie and banana pudding. I'm a huge sucker for banana pudding, and I really can't resist it when I see it. So let's try the banana pudding first. Give this a try. That's really good. I made sure to make sure I got a piece of banana in that banana pudding, but it's good in general. I mean, really, really good vanilla flavor. I think it's vanilla usually, typically in banana pudding. Really, really great vanilla flavor in this. The cream on top too is nice and fluffy. The piece of banana that I got, to make sure I put on top was fresh, and this cookie or wafer on the inside too. Great texture, not too hard, not too soft. A little bit crumbly and like really a great, really adds to a perfect mouthful, like a great texture. And now let's try the apple pie. So a bite of this before we call it a review. That's really good too. I like when desserts aren't too sweet, and that dessert is well balanced. It's not like bitingly sweet, and the fresh flavor of that apple is nice. It's not too sour too. I hate when they use those Granny Smith apples that are way too sour and kind of make this almost like, and really make it unpleasant. Like the whole thing tastes sour and you can't really taste anything else. My only nitpicks are that I wish that the sauce on the inside kind of had more cinnamon flavor, a little bit more seasoning, and the crust on top is a little soft. Like I wish it were a little bit more crispy and crunchy, but honestly, great desserts, guys. Very, very delicious. So anyways, we're definitely ending strong, so I'm gonna eat more food before our time limit runs out, and then we'll share final thoughts outside. All right, guys, so I just finished eating at Golden Corral, and yeah, now I'm standing outside the building, and sorry, I think the neon lights that they're using, it's not quite reflecting well in my phone, but I gotta say though, it does look kind of cool at night, the building and the lighting. But guys, I came here with level set expectations. You know, we ate at some super fancy buffets in Vegas, and I wasn't exactly expecting this to be like the Bacchanal there or the Wynn or something. But the Golden Corral though, I felt like was very good. I felt like it definitely was punching above its belt. The price was just very, very reasonable. About 20 bucks for dinner, and if you come for lunch, it's even cheaper. It's almost like half that. And honestly, it's not the biggest buffet, but I think that's okay. I think I'd rather a buffet have more solid items than like a ton of items that are all mid, you know what I'm saying? Was it like out of this world food? Was it like up there with the best buffets that I've ever eaten at? No, of course not, but I definitely thought that it was better than a lot of buffets. For example, some really hyped up buffets that I've seen on social media, I felt like this place was better than a lot of those places. Yeah, honestly, some things are gonna be better than others, but if you stick to all their tried and true Southern classics, then you're gonna have a good time, and you definitely can't complain about the price. But anyways, guys, I think that's gonna be it for this video, so thank you so much for watching. So yeah, we came all the way out here to the Bronx, and it was pretty far, to be honest. I mean, it may not seem far, but it almost took as long getting here as it would have taken to go to like Philadelphia or something, or like South Jersey. So anyways, we're gonna go home now, Tina and I, but let me know what you guys think. Have you guys eaten at Golden Corral before? Do you enjoy it? And do you think it's one of the best bang for your bucks you can get in restaurants in general, but at least buffets? Let me know in the comments, because great minds eat alike. And as always, if you like my vids, like and subscribe. That way you stay up to date whenever I post another video. So anyways, guys, time to head home now. So until next time, I'll see you later.